You get a proper keyboard and shit.
Oh, you hear about FPS Russia?
It's all about that FPS. Did you hear what happened to him?
He got like a light federal sentence in Alabama.
Yeah.
For half an ounce of weed.
Are you serious?
I swear.
That's what it was for?
He just came on for a 4-hour podcast episode.
I saw he did a few, and he was like explaining a bunch of stories from prison and shit, like about how this one time he almost got the shit beaten out of him because he didn't wash his hands after going to the bathroom, and the way they could tell was because his hands weren't damp when he came out. Like he came out and apparently some dude like grabbed him by the shirt and pulled him aside and he's like, "You want to die, motherfucker?" And he's like, "What?"
No, son.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Wash your hands when you come out the damn bathroom because people are using the TV, people are doing this, people are doing that, and they don't want your fucking dick hands to get all over their shit." And he was like, "Bro, I'll rub my hands till they're fucking bleeding if that means I won't get murdered."
Yeah, dude.
And
Is
so
this
he
a
said,
story from prison?
Yeah.
Oh,
but like from FPS Russia. Or whatever his name is.
I barely watched any of it, so.
Russia. More like FBS. Welcome back. Know what I'm
More
saying?
like FPS 2 AM podcast.
More like FPS Alabama.
Hola, guys.
He was not Russian.
Hola.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Welcome back to episode number 52.
52.
50.
In the stew.
In the stew, as usual. What's up, guys?
We have a guest in the background.
We do. You can't see him. You might be able to hear him over the mics if he talks loud
Hey,
enough.
can you say something?
It's Spice Rack.
Yeah, if you hear somebody munching popcorn, it's Basil in the corner just minding his business.
Just don't mind him. Focus on
Oh,
this.
it's just cheddar cheese. in
And
case
he's
you didn't hear
lactose
that.
intolerant, so he's fucked.
Yeah, dude. So I heard Area 51 actually jumped up and upgraded to Area 71 now. Any idea what the extra 20 is for?
Fuck.
What are you talking about?
I'm so confused.
I'm waiting for the joke to land. I'm waiting for the joke to land.
Wait, dude. All right, so what happened was that there was confirmation of UFOs that we were talking about Tuesday night. I don't know if you remember that. We were talking about the Navy SEALs.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah.
have a
Oh, this is
UFO
new.
No,
in
not the
their
Navy
possession.
SEALs, just the Navy.
The Navy.
The
Okay.
Navy. So an even larger,
Oh my!
you know, the
God.
whole, not just
Bro,
the
dude,
division.
do you have any idea how excited I got?
When did this come out?
Well, I believe it was either last year or a couple years ago, the Navy released the footage of the white Tic Tac.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something like within the past 2 months or something.
No. This was
But like
with
surprisingly, I remember those videos circling around about all that stuff, but I never read anything about confirmation.
well, the Navy just outright said we don't know what it is. They didn't say UFOs per
they
se.
said-
They're just like we
An
don't know.
unidentified freaking
But
vehicle.
It's a Tic Tac that flies at like 500 miles an hour.
Yeah.
In like theoretically impossible ways.
If any other nation had that shit, we should be terrified. Like,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as the government, you'd think there'd be more outrage about that, or like, you know, somebody would bring some shit up at a meeting,
Yeah.
get upset. But then this year, the CIA said that they've had UFOs and they've had them for years, and that shit just got swept under the rug. Like nobody gave a shit.
Yeah, dude, and that makes me so happy. I don't know why.
Happy?
Bro. It's just like
because
it's
it
like,
confirms
Oh, wait,
his
happy-
fantasy.
it confirms my goddamn fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
That aliens are real?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant you were happy that it got like forgotten about so
No,
quickly.
no.
And I'm like, wait, are you a believer but
Well,
you don't want others?
It's. I mean,
to
it's,
know?
it's 2020. So
2020 vision, baby.
what if COVID was just part 2 to cover up for UFOs?
That would be an interesting ass conspiracy theory. I'll tell you that.
I thought you were going to go down the directed panspermia route.
The transpermia route, which actually isn't a horrible theory. It's not that bad of one. Are you against it or are you?
What is the
Panspermia?
what's
Yeah.
the idea of it?
Well, no, I forgot the word before it, but panspermia is the idea that life started on Earth because a meteor hit it, and bacterial...
Well, that makes sense to
Well,
me.
So I'm talking
yeah.
about directed panspermia, meaning directed, so like another civilization sent a capsule to Earth and started life here.
A lot of people believe directed transpermia though. Like,
Or is it trans-
I think it's panspermia.
I think it's
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that a lot of people think it's a directed panspermia now.
So what's the
like
basic?
a growing number of people, if I had to guess.
Yeah. What's the basic panspermia? What is that
Okay,
word?
so
Define-
panspermia,
Basic
for people that
panspermia.
don't know, Basil just explained it, but he's not mic'd up. So panspermia, huh?
No. Dude,
Yeah,
I'll mic him. He's technically mic'd up. Don't worry, I got you.
Panspermia is the concept that like little what is the word I'm looking
Bacteria?
for? Eukaryotes? Bacteria?
No, the building blocks of life.
Well, DNA.
Amino acids. Not DNA, just amino acids.
Oh, amino acids in general?
In general, because life is the building blocks for. Proteins are the building blocks for life, which are amino acids, and amino acids would have to start here to start. Life.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Well
So-
explained. Thank you, sir.
I was under the assumption that it was microbial life that was
Fucking
on
little
it.
microbes. Just call them that.
Either one.
Either one.
All right, so either microbial life or I'm sorry,
Amino acids.
amino acids. Either one. They came on a meteor and they struck Earth, and then after enough time, life began to evolve and develop. That's like the theory of panspermia. Directed panspermia is the idea that a civilization, so an alien civilization in this instance, sent the meteor over with stuff that they put on there to start life
Okay.
on another planet.
Okay. And it's not too far off from the Big Bang theory, right? Basically something exploded.
Very radically different.
Yeah,
But
completely
it
different,
includes
but-
space, obviously. But
No,
yeah.
the Big Bang is there was essentially nothing, and then
And then an explosion happened.
a charged
Charged
positive
particle.
and a charged negative particle, which they think is the God particle now, right? That they found in who do you know whose particle accelerator that was?
Sweden's.
Was it Sweden's?
I'm
Sweden's
more
particle
likely
accelerator?
to believe just the random panspermia. Is that the word?
panspermia.
theory.
We're talking about two different things.
Yeah.
The beginning of life in general and the beginning of life on Earth.
Yeah.
I'm just
Now
talking
we're-
about on Earth.
Yeah, now we're talking about the Big Bang because he brought that in.
Yeah.
So the Big Bang is there was essentially an ultimately positive charged particle, ultimate negative.
Mm-hmm.
They collided somehow in an area that theoretically didn't exist because space or time hadn't existed before that. So
Yeah.
that's a really weird concept.
Yeah.
How is there the ultimate form of nothing, but there happen to be these two particles?
Yeah. That's why when he said it was a charged particle from Sweden, I was like, what?
The fucking Swedes.
No,
No. I asked him the particle.
I got it now, but like, I'm like, what the hell?
But yeah, that's the Big Bang. They collided,
Yeah.
made a huge explosion that essentially created everything,
And
and then it's just expanding outwards.
eventually
as we're-
created Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yes.
Degrassi.
DeGrasse Tyson.
This ain't Drake's TV show, all right? DeGrasse.
Degrassi, Anyway, but yeah, like, what do you guys actually think of aliens? Like, do you guys hate that subject? Do you guys like it?
Bro, we got an Area 51 sign in
I
the
know.
Wait.
Well, technically, I got it.
Here's
but,
the
like,
that's
thing.
fair
Here's the
enough,
thing.
fair enough.
How can you not like the subject of aliens?
Well,
if you're
a lot of people like
religious-
try to shut it down, dude.
If you're religious,
Yeah, people are like, no.
I
do
can
not
get that
believe in
perspective.
Any form of anything except the ones we see, and I'm like, okay, right. But at the same time, dude, the universe is so big. We've talked about this so many times. It is so big, you can't comprehend it, right? There's bound to be something out there, and I'm so
Yeah.
curious to see what it is, dude. Like, I get really excited talking about it. I'm like,
I'm sorry, you just brought you. I want to shoehorn into a different direction for just
Yeah.
a second, but you brought up how some people are like, I only believe what I can see.
Yeah.
Right. Flat earthers. I feel like they say that a lot,
yeah.
quite frequently,
Mm-hmm.
too much. Some
Yeah.
would say.
And I find it funny that they're scared of flying.
And so
Like, okay, dude.
my question is, have they ever been to the beach or like on a plane that wasn't
Well,
surrounded
that's
by
the
mountains?
Thing. That's the thing is they go to the beach and
Yeah.
then they go, look, you can straight ahead, and then the edge just dips.
It's
And I'm
confirmation.
like,
No. It's
And
like
let me tell you, an even stupider thought and a stupider argument I've heard. Right,
okay,
is that the only reason why we haven't reached the edge of the Earth is because there's guards there, and then once you get 50 miles within it, they'll shoot you down.
oh, there's guards.
Yeah, there's guards
Guards?
on the edge of Earth.
When
Oh,
the fuck did that
okay.
come in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, what? The hell are you talking about?
Are you talking about Santa and his fucking elves going to go defend
Yeah.
Earth's edge?
No, we're talking about the
that.
least pole, bro.
That is the worst argument I've ever
The
heard.
Weish pole.
Who's funding that?
God, I don't know, bro.
The UN.
Who are the guards?
The UN.
100% the UN. Who else is fucking funding that?
That's funny.
If
That's
the
funny.
UN did that, then unsubscribe. Know what I'm saying, dude?
Oh, you're a clever one.
Yeah, I am, bro. I'm told I am. I'm told.
But I mean,
am.
like, they go to the beach, right? And they look out and they're like, oh, that's it. That's all we can see.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you go to the beach anywhere in California and you just look out to the coast,
Mhm.
why the fuck don't you see Japan? Or Hawaii?
I don't know. It was a little foggy. To be honest.
Or either of the Koreas or literally any country in
Yeah.
Eastern Asia?
Yeah.
You're
Or Russia, like-
dude, you're just arguing with stupid people at this
I understand
point.
that,
yeah.
but it's like, oh, but you don't get it because when you look 2 miles out, there's a huge dip. And I'm being like, oh, wait a minute. So you're telling me you're looking on a flat surface, 100% flat, but somehow when you look 2 miles down the way, all of a sudden there's a dip.
Yeah.
So by you saying that, aren't you saying you're insinuating there's a curve?
Yeah. And now you're
So
saying, you're saying
now
that-
not only is it not flat,
yeah.
is it a semi-dome?
I don't know, but it basically means
The
that
dome.
Sorry,
you were saying
saying.
is beneath us now. It's not above us.
It's all around us.
It's all around us, and that's what's funny is that look at the word around. Around.
Around.
God damn. Do you travel around or do you travel across? Actually, you could do both.
Yeah, you could easily do both.
The idea that there are guards.
Listen, basically, what I'm saying is that flat earthers need to shut the hell up.
Can we get a
Side of the plate.
Oh, what's on the other side of the plate?
what do you mean?
Flat Earth.
Oh, dude, there's
Oh, dude, it's the giant turtle that's floating, supporting us
literally.
all.
So basically, yeah, they're all floating, right? Because gravity doesn't exist there apparently.
Acceleration for
Yeah.
that.
I think. Did you?
And
Have
then
you seen?
I feel like Earth would be on a skewer, dude. It would just be rotating this way.
I actually wait. Have you ever seen any of the Thor movies?
Yeah.
I've seen like bits and parts.
Okay,
But,
so
like, are you talking about the universe?
yeah, just any of the Thor
Okay.
movies.
Yeah.
Not the comic book per se, because I don't know the
Mhm.
illustration or how.
Yeah.
What is the home that he's from? What is the name of it again?
Asgard.
Asgard. Thank
Asgard.
you. Wow, that's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Asgard.
I forgot that. Asgard. How I don't know how it's depicted in the comics, but in the
Mhm.
movies, it's literally a flat piece of land
Yeah.
that is just floating in space. It's not on a planet.
Oh, okay. So it's like
And
a
what's-
garage that's floating.
Yeah. What's even weirder is that in the movie they say multiple times, "I'm going to enjoy destroying this planet," and then Thor's like, "No," and then he just throws a fucking hammer and stops somebody.
Yeah.
But like, yes, yes, it is Mjolnir.
Fact check.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Can I take you to trivia night? Goddamn. Can I take-
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, he throws Mjolnir and he gets the kill or whatever.
Yeah.
But every time they pan out, they show him going to his planet. It's literally just like a town
Mhm.
or a big city
Yeah.
that's floating in the middle of fucking space. So
Dude.
is that what flat earthers think flat Earth looks
Probably.
like?
I would assume so.
And think about it. When did Thor come out? I think 2013, right? The first one, or 2012, something like that. But that's when flat earthers started coming out.
no, I feel like flat earthers have been around for a while.
Yes, but like they grew for sure.
You ever heard of
Yeah.
Galileo?
Galileo.
Thor was out then.
Yeah.
Galileo.
Yeah, you're right.
Galileo Figaro.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just flat earthing, like it's a fucking verb.
What's up, you guys? I'm just flat earthing out here.
You know that's gonna become a
typical
thing.
Sunday. We out here flat earthing. Dude, I just cannot believe, because then it makes even our travel, the way that we do it, the routes that airplanes take and stuff like that. Sometimes we go the opposite direction. So, for example, if you have like a flight from here to, let's just say, Hawaii, you're traveling across. You're not going to most major countries, which is the east, right? You'd be traveling east. You would travel west for that, right?
To
So
get
that
to
means
Hawaii?
We are going.
To get to Hawaii from California?
Yeah, it's like southwest, right?
Yeah, more
Yeah.
west than south, I think.
Yeah,
if I
but
remember
either way,
correctly.
you can absolutely tell that there's a curvature, and that we're going in a rotation. And remember what you said before, when you travel upwards, to or like you travel at an acute angle. I don't know what the hell you want to call it, but it's like an arch.
Mm-hmm.
So you go up the globe and then down, and then somehow you're east. Do you remember that? How routes for airplanes are? So they don't usually, like, for example,
you mentioned something like that before.
Yeah, you have. Saudi Arabia's right here. All right.
Okay.
Common country.
Yeah.
Okay. America.
Very common country.
We don't take the long route
Sharia
and go
law.
all around.
Yeah.
Just the center.
Yeah.
We go at an arch,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
right? Explain that. How the hell is that flat? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh no, I get what you're saying. I was confused with the directional thing
I'm
because
talking visually. If you were
Visually,
if you were to
yes.
look at a route, dude, that doesn't make. Yeah.
because for you to say by going west you went east, like that's a very
Yes, but I'm
strange.
saying, like, let's just say you travel to Japan and you went from America and you headed east, right, towards Japan, right?
You'd
When
go-
you left Japan and you want to come to America, you could technically still keep heading east, just lap around. I've seen routes like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I
So
think
rather we do move in a circle. We don't fucking move on flat terrain.
The Earth
dude.
is
But
definitely
isn't-
not flat.
isn't direction kind of relative to where you're at that moment? Like
Yes.
anywhere you're at in the world?
Yeah,
like
of
we
because
call
you're considering the Earth's rotation too.
like I don't even understand why we call Eastern wisdom, like all the Eastern Asian countries, do we just call it that because they're on the east side of their continent? Because theoretically speaking, aren't they closer on the west coast than they are on the east?
no, think about it.
Side?
Any country can claim that they are the center. So that means we could technically be east.
Well, I mean, if you want to get
Dude.
really theoretical, isn't anywhere you're standing the center of the universe if it's infinite?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, why do we, like,
It's all relative.
yeah. And even like in the Middle East, for example, they consider us the West.
Yeah.
So where is the center technically?
Well, I feel like most people consider us the
The-
West.
The
though.
center is
Was
wherever
that-
the person is who's talking
Some
about
country
it.
was like, no, it's like calling shotgun, you know? No, we are the center of the earth. From now on, you are east and you are west.
But that's the
Yeah.
thing
You're
with conspiracy
east.
theories.
You're east.
Most maps are pretty unanimous in depicting the Americas on the west and the other countries on the east. So I figure that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Maps are
And I think it's because of oceans, to be honest. The separation of oceans. That's where kind of,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, but they
lines
could have
up.
just started with the Atlantic, you
Yeah.
know, right here
Mhm.
instead of the Pacific, right? It's the Atlantic, and then you move over here, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
the USA's on the east.
To the Pacific. Yeah, that's true. You're right.
But that's the
Also,
thing.
It
a
could
lot
be.
more space you're covering going the opposite
No,
direction.
yeah,
so you
but
wouldn't really reflect
genuinely,
it.
I'm asking, who made that decision?
I think if I had to guess,
Culture? I don't know.
it had to probably be colonizers
Colonizers.
from Europe.
Yeah.
So whether that be Spain or Britain, or I mean, you could name a whole fuck ton of countries from over there.
Probably seems like a Britain.
I would
thing,
assume
dude.
them because
Yeah.
to the west, that's us, the
Yeah.
Americas.
Yeah.
To the east, Russia,
That's a-
China, India, Japan.
It's a very Britain thing to do.
Well, the
You're right.
civilizations that win basically write history. So,
There you
Makes
go.
sense.
There you go.
Let's make.
but the thing with conspiracy theories is like it's a slippery slope. Once you start to go down that rabbit hole, and maybe you find one that has some truth to it, then people take they take that way too far and then start to view everything from that lens.
Mhm.
It's just like I don't know. It's a very
You know who's a prime example of that?
Hmm.
Eddie Bravo
oh my god.
from the Joe Rogan podcast.
His older episodes on the JRE were fucking mind numbing.
Dude, some of them, like, he's a very intelligent guy when it comes to jujitsu. Obviously, he's a master. He sees things that people couldn't even fucking dream of, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's just a great fucking teacher, student of the art, all that shit. When it comes to researching anything other than jujitsu, holy shit.
Dog shit.
Dude, he will believe people on fucking YouTube that have like
Mhm.
1,500 views over thousands of peer-reviewed scientific journals and papers.
Wow.
Like what the fuck?
damn, dude, he really.
Yeah, and he's just like, I do research, and it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, dude, you skipped
Research.
everything.
Research.
And it went to the things that you nitpicked.
That's like
you know?
people. That's like the people who say vaccines cause autism, and they
Yeah.
did their research, and
Yeah.
there was one paper that was debunked. I did my research, bro.
Yeah.
I read this mommy blog and said it was
Believe-
bad.
Trust me, bro. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing that sucks about vaccines is not everybody connects with them.
Mhm.
And sometimes the vaccines they put out aren't great. Like, there's a huge lawsuit going around for this one vaccine that was spread around the UK.
Yeah.
Where they're paying out billions because of it. Years later, serious mental damage was caused.
Mhm.
So
That
The thing with vaccines is like, it's a very tricky subject because the companies that are peddling these vaccines are very shady.
what do you
Yeah.
mean? Are you talking about like Microsoft? Not Microsoft. The Gates Foundation.
the Gates Foundation.
My Xbox
Fucking
funded the
Microsoft.
In a way, it kind of did.
You're right.
You buying an
It's a
Xbox
different
funded
sector.
No, but
somebody's
you
vaccine.
have these companies that break the law,
Controller that inject you.
that break the law.
The little micro needles in the controller that inject you. God damn.
Damn, these rumbles are so crazy.
Oh my lord.
That's why people are replacing their Xbox controllers. They're like, I don't know, it just died on me.
Fuck.
Maybe the vaccination finished.
The battery, if the
Insert meme.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus.
vaccine
Oh,
update.
shit, dude. Vaccine update.
This is vaccine
Bruh.
14.10.34, and you're like, what?
That's how it is, bro. And then they just streamline your bloodstream with fucking.
How much do you fucking trust a COVID vaccine?
I don't trust that for sure.
No way, right?
No way, because knowing the history
Zero
of
COVID
dice.
vaccine, are you
knowing the
kidding me?
history of vaccines, there has never been a vaccine to come out quick and very accurate. And
That is
very-
true.
Their
it just
latest
doesn't make sense.
timeline is like
closest-
3 or 4 years away.
People are
The
like,
closest
that's-
they
that's
ever
fast.
got was in probably the Civil War.
Yeah.
When they started taking infected pus and then purposefully running it on people's
Oh.
like
Yeah.
wounds to
And-
get them immune to
And even then,
some
it took, what,
diseases.
7
You know what I'm
years
talking
or
about?
more?
Have you heard of that?
Hmm?
Oh, okay.
Didn't it take 7 years or more
For what?
for that vaccine to actually be proper?
It was not really a vaccine. It was just kind of trying to get
A
your body
solution.
adapted or
Yeah.
assimilated to whatever infection you were trying to fight off.
Okay.
And it helped a good amount of soldiers, I think, on the Union side, if I
Yeah,
remember
and
correctly.
it- by
Difference there, though. You're referring to something bacterial where the virus is.
Yes.
So if you're saying rubbing pus on an area, you're talking about bacterial because it's isolated.
Yeah.
Whereas viruses are systemic.
Mm.
Okay.
Throughout the whole body.
Mm.
Is there no vaccine for... I wouldn't assume so then, right? That'd be an antibiotic, right?
No, antibiotics are for bacteria.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying this infection's bacterial, so are there vaccines for bacterial things? I don't think so. Based off of the tone of your voice.
No.
I'm not a microbiologist. I'm not.
Yeah, but like vaccines are generally for viral bacteria, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the first instance of trying to get your body assimilated to something. So, and for instance, you could have like your body wouldn't know how to respond to whatever the infection was at that
Yeah.
point, right? Or whatever the fuck they were trying to fight off. I
Yeah.
wish I could remember what it
Now,
was.
dude,
It was 8th grade. It's a
Now-
long time ago when I learned about that.
here's a cool COVID question.
Please do.
Do you think this would have been avoided if
Civil.
let's just say over the past 5 years we focused a lot on our eating habits and our state of health, considering exercise and the day-to-day life and what you're consuming?
As a society,
Yeah,
there would definitely be less damage.
100%. And look, I look at
de-
it this way.
Depends how you define damage, but continue.
If you look at other countries like Spain, for example, or Italy, they all spiked just as much as we spiked too, especially in California. But
Well, even more so.
generally, if you've ever traveled there, their day-to-day life, even eating out, is very healthy. Even with sodium, dude, very minimal sodium.
Spain?
Yep.
Yeah.
It almost, to an American, I think, tastes very flavorless. Like the food is flavorless, but that's as much flavor as you'll get there. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's healthy. That's how you're supposed to be eating. And look at their levels now. Why are they below?
What are you talking about?
Well, the
Below
reason
in what?
the reason
the
why
virus, coronavirus.
listen, the one
They're not
theory
shooting up
as
as
to
much.
why Spain and Italy or Italy in specific, right,
Yeah,
had
Italy
such a
was nuts.
major, like, they took so much damage from that was because of their culture. They always hug, they always kiss each other, they always
Yeah.
interact close to each other.
Mhm.
We don't do that here in the States.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's one of the main theories as to why they got it harder than we did.
Yeah.
Ironically, the average distance that an American stands from each other, like while we're talking, was fairly close to the social distancing regulations.
Yeah.
It's like 4 or 5 feet is
Yeah.
how far we like
Yeah.
to stand
Like
apart.
our personal space shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because we have space here.
Yeah, that's
We've got
true.
a lot of space
Yeah,
in the
that's
U.S.
very true.
Could you imagine everybody in Italy trying to talk that far away from each other? It'd be a
Way more-
nightmare.
Yeah, that's true.
It would
Because
never work out.
They still have like cobblestone fucking.
You'd be in like
pathways and
8
shit.
other people's conversations.
And you take
You'd
in,
be ordering pizza at the same time, bro. Damn. But
yeah, and you take into account that they have dinners almost every night,
Yeah.
large family dinners.
But my personal belief is that that other countries are a lot healthier, dude. Generally, and their immune systems are probably way better than ours.
you can make an argument for
You
that.
can make
Yeah.
an argument, but my personal belief is that some countries are, or most countries, like in Europe specifically.
Would I say
I
most?
wouldn't
I
even-
wouldn't say most.
I wouldn't say most either.
because the thing is, a lot of these countries look at the United States and adopt the Western mentality.
Yeah,
So, like, you look at the UAE or like Arab countries, for example.
Yeah.
yeah, but does that
In
mean
my
they're
opinion,
taking all
I
of
don't
our
think we have the
healthy shit?
They're taking all of our unhealthy shit because
Yeah.
they're getting fatter than us.
yeah,
That is actually true.
who's getting fatter than us?
You
Look,
look
for example, the UAE and I mean, their
Yeah,
obesity
yeah.
rate is ridiculous.
I'm talking
It's
about Europe,
astonishing.
dude. Screw the Arab side of it. All right,
Get you
that's
Arabs.
just
they're
like-
out of the conversation.
There's already no.
No, even
like,
the
regulations are all over the
European
place.
side, I wouldn't say that they're as fat as us, but they're
They're
inching
fat.
their way up.
Yeah.
for
They're
sure.
fat.
They're inching their way out
Yeah.
in terms of waistline.
The world
They're catching
as a
up,
whole.
What's funny is that they're catching up to us. So, but in a sense, you kind of get the hint.
No, I agree.
Like-
yeah, it's way better if we all ate healthier and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
that's an obvious. I mean, that's an easy thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, because that's just true.
Yeah, but, yeah. But
Yeah.
again, a virus is a virus and can, depending on your maybe genetics or how, I don't know what kind of trouble.
It's
or
still a
problems-
novel virus that is
Yeah.
pretty damn infectious
Yeah.
compared to other ones.
That's
very
crazy,
true.
man. That is crazy.
But back to the food thing.
Yeah.
In theory, it sounds amazing if
Mhm.
everybody were to switch. We are all on like diets that consisted of 70% leafy greens, dark
Yeah.
leafy greens, and 30%
It
protein.
just doesn't work in practice.
Well, it doesn't work in practice for a lot of reasons. Like for starters, yeah, cows suck for the environment. That's obvious. They're not great.
Really? You actually believe that?
The way we're farming them,
Well, the way we're farming them, yes.
yeah, they're horrible for the environment. What we're doing to them,
Um,
just keeping them in such concentrated areas and
what do they call it?
Tens of
Fac-
thousands.
factory
farm.
farms, yes.
Yeah.
Wait, real quick. So you said that the question of today had to do with cows, and it was if there's an earthquake.
That was
Would
the
that-
question of the day. I just sent that as a thing.
I know, but that was the question of the day. That got me.
Apparently, it's the question of the day.
Now,
So the question of the day, apparently,
guys, if there's an earthquake and a cow is shaking, now would you consider that a milkshake?
you know you like it, Basil.
Bro, that
We'll leave
fucking
that-
meme you sent me was so
I heard the
stupid but
I heard the
funny.
laugh.
Well, yeah, we'll leave that for them to think about. But anyway, continue. You said cows are terrible for our environment.
Yeah,
or at
cows
least the
are
way
cows
we
are terrible and all this,
raise 'em?
but
Factory farming is terrible for the environment.
Factory farming is terrible for the environment.
Mm.
However, if we were to go, like I said, theoretically 70% leafy greens for an entire nation of 370 plus million people, do you know how much fucking land you're going to need to do that? That isn't already gone to shit,
Yeah.
that already isn't undergoing desertification, and by the way, has an ample water source nearby that would be able to take care of that much fucking plants.
Not only that, but each person comes from a different region of the world.
I don't even want to guess.
One diet that works for somebody does not work for the other person.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
That is
true.
a
There's-
totally
That's a
different
very
conversation.
that's
real
a totally different
thing.
conversation, but we can hit that up in a bit.
But my point is how difficult that would be
Yeah, it would be a bitch.
to go to all vegetables.
Mhm.
We don't really have the land. It would be expensive as fuck. Unbelievably expensive. And I'm pushing for it, but you do realize if Lay's name any chip company, any air quote fast food company, any food distributor, any whatever,
Mhm.
they're going to take a massive fucking hit, an astonishing one.
and they're not willing to
Because
do that.
Americans, we have one thing in common. We don't really like change that much. We talk
right.
about it, but things don't really change that drastically.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Like we have a weird aversion to it.
It's just a human being thing.
And so to take away something that we've had for decades, damn near centuries for some of these companies.
Yeah.
People will not stand for that shit.
You're right.
And it wouldn't work to try to convince the American population to switch over and still have those alternatives available, because those alternatives are so much fucking cheaper than everything else.
Yeah, you're talking about. Listen, you go up to the average person in the U.S. All right,
Okay.
the average person who is most likely overweight or obese.
Mm-hmm.
You're asking them to avoid fast food, replace fast food totally, the most delicious stuff they've ever had in their life, and replace it with a fucking salad. On a behavioral change level, that's not going to work.
That's not gonna happen, dude. That's like quitting smoking or fucking quitting alcohol.
Yeah.
Some people can do it, but most people cannot.
Yeah,
It's very difficult.
you're right.
And on top of that, I actually just had a thought. If everybody started growing vegetables, would the competition between the growers actually diminish the price of the vegetables that we have now? So would they be even cheaper? I still think no.
No,
Because I think the fights over the lands, the water, all the minerals, all the fucking pesticides that they're going to use for the non-GMO, or sorry, for the GMO ones, and all that other, or the non-organic is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I think the vegetables might stay the same price, maybe go up. And also, since you banned essentially all of the nation's junk food, there's going to be an enormous demand for it, which is going to cause
That's like
prices to skyrocket.
when we were growing up, when high school banned all the junk food and they replaced the exact same brands with healthy brands, and you were like, dude, these taste like shit, man.
Yeah, that's true.
What happened? Yeah, like
Dude, you'd also
Terrible.
have to remove all the monocrops. Like,
What do you mean?
well, a lot of the junk food
Mhm.
comes from corn, for example. So you'd have to replace that corn with
No, you could still
I
keep
assume
corn.
more. Yeah, you can still keep corn, but you're gonna have to replace it with a more diverse range of vegetables.
Yeah, that's
a big
what
fucking
we're
problem.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
and
big
also a lot of
problem.
vegetables need a lot of different climates to grow.
yeah. And there's seasons for it too.
Like-
And you can I mean you can grow it anytime you want, really. But there is seasons for very specific things.
Mhm.
Like for example, watermelon, I think. That's not year round, technically.
No, that's very much a summer thing.
Yeah.
Like you can grow it year round in
Mhm.
certain countries in the world,
They're-
but it's
they're
not the same.
It really isn't the same, and you can tell the difference, dude, immediately.
100%.
Buy watermelon in the winter and then buy it in the summer.
It's
One
like
is sweeter and one tastes
spicy. It's in the winter.
Yeah,
You're
in the winter
like,
it's like
Spicy.
it tastes like the peel almost, dude.
yeah, it's straight rind the
Yeah.
whole way through is what it tastes like.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know I wanted Kirkland water in my watermelon.
What is this thing with people
the Dasani of
telling
watermelon.
us to eat the rind?
the rind?
Because it
Who-
has some. I've
who
heard
says
some
eat the
things.
rind?
I've heard some things floating around.
Whoever eats the rind, they're
You're
an
a communist.
No, they're an anarchist.
No, dude. It's
They-
one of
they
those
push it
things
past
where
communist.
it's like, oh, dude, mate, hold on, dude. We're so focused on the other thing that we're blind to the other. This one has to be
The
more
entire thing has
nutritious. We've
value.
been throwing it away all these years. We must eat the peels of the lemons.
I don't know.
You can eat a lemon peel.
You can, but it tastes like shit.
No, I disagree.
No, I think it tastes like.
I know. I feel like, for example, one of
That's
my
very opinionated.
one of my
yeah.
favorite desserts on the planet
Yeah.
is just vanilla bean ice cream,
Okay.
some blueberries on top,
Mm.
tiny little drizzle of honey, and then you get a lemon grater, a really fine grater. You don't want like a big cheese one.
okay.
Like you can still use it for cheese with smaller holes,
I can see that.
and then you get some of that lemon zest on top.
Okay. Oh, there you go. But I'm saying like just
That is such a
peel it
balanced
off
dessert.
and just get like a good 3-incher.
no,
and just
thank
No,
you.
bite
that's something you don't really want to do.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
That's like survival shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Survival, dude. Even if I was surviving, dude, if I saw that, I'd be like, no, fuck that, bro. Yeah,
listen, if you were starving, you would go for anything.
you're right. Yeah.
Come on.
I would honestly
Come on.
go for dirt, bro.
Have you ever wanted jerky that tastes like a dry lemon? Just bite into the
Ooh.
lemon,
Ugh.
the lemon peel, baby.
That reminds me of that beef jerky we got away from Vegas.
The alien jerky?
Yeah, I got lemon pepper. Zesty.
I'm surprised by the variety of jerky that that places have. Like they have shark jerky,
That
alligator
sounds
jerky,
illegal.
Sharp jerky.
a whole
No,
bunch of
shark.
jerky.
Shark jerky.
Yeah.
What the
That sounds super illegal to sell
I
in the
think
U.S.
I think I remember seeing that somewhere. I forgot where though.
At the Vegas one,
No, not at Vegas. Might have been in like.
I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
Might have been in Big Bear or something.
If I'm not mistaken,
Hmm.
isn't it illegal to catch and sell shark on a
Yep.
commercial scale?
Mm-hmm.
And even depending on what the species of shark is, it's just outright
Mm.
illegal to catch and keep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe
Probably
it's all-
phone Japan and then just, export some of this.
Inbound,
seriously.
incoming.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Hit up China for some ground up babies while you're at it.
China.
Dang, dude.
Oh
Well,
God, that's a rough
okay.
one.
The sad thing is you're probably right. This
It's a horrible, but so true.
Dang.
Oh,
probably
God.
true, unfortunately. That is one of the weirdest things that's going on right now. And when I say weird, let me explain. There's essentially the beginning of a Holocaust that's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or a genocide. And it's kind of like nobody gives a shit.
It's hard to give a shit.
Now, is the question, here's the real question, and it plays more into, I guess, the, where you stand in terms of religious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Is the reason people don't care as much because they're Muslim? Or do you think it's because it's in China and it's so deep and hidden, like, they would never even admit it? I mean, they called in that fucking one guy. Was he a foreign ambassador? And
Yeah,
they
I believe he
pressed
was an
him.
ambassador.
They
Chinese
pressed him
ambassador.
like with footage of it happening, and they were like, "Listen, look at this shit."
And he's like, so far we have denied these because this doesn't mean anything. Technology goes as far as making you believe what the eye couldn't see, and like stuff. I'm like, what? What are you even saying right now? You know what
I would say the majority of it is because the thing you just mentioned, but also like we can see it online, but we're so disconnected from it because we're halfway across the globe.
That's true. It didn't really seem to matter in World War II, though.
Well, yeah, but
Do you see my point?
But
Yes,
the point
yes.
is, I agree.
Same thing happened in World War II?
What?
Huh?
Isn't that the exact same thing that happened in World War II?
Essentially
People
so.
found out about it and heard rumors of it, and it's the same thing. It's just a different style of what
No,
you're
but
doing.
we
You're gonna assume
outright.
it's fake, you're gonna
No, the
assume it's
difference
not
is we
real.
outright know. There's evidence. You can Google it
We have a
and
lot of
watch
evidence.
footage of it.
Yeah.
It's not like back in the day where you might have seen it in the movie theater where
Yeah.
you got your news.
Plus,
It was
if-
like, no, I could go on fucking CNN and watch videos of it
plus,
for hours.
If you're hiding it, right? Why are you recording it in the first place? There is video evidence. That shit exists.
I have no. That's an excellent question.
That's very stupid. I've always thought of that, right? Because if something was very top secret, bro, I would not be fucking filming
well, dude,
this shit.
China is a surveillance state.
Because it will get out.
But Zayd does have a point there.
It's
Yeah.
everything is recorded.
Yeah. But
Everything.
my answer to your question is I believe it is both.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
I
it's 50-50, but I would say majority because it's China, and then another thing is because they are Muslim. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean,
It's
I
a
think
good
about
point.
it.
What if they were Jewish?
Well,
That
I mean,
would be.
that's
I think that would be a totally different reaction from the world.
like I'm just curious because, like,
Mhm.
you know, Arab men, you're a man of the faith. I just
Yeah.
thought it would be important to get your opinion on that.
well, dude, the way I even see it is that like yeah, we pray for them and stuff, but like at the same time, there's nothing to be done.
What? That's
We
my
are-
point.
Like the thing is,
Yeah,
Arab
what can we
countries-
do?
Arab countries are powerless, bro. There's no power. We would have solved our own fucking issues by then.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
a
I
good
mean?
point.
So the fact that it like we acknowledge it, but then now all we've done is we've added like a 25th country to the hit list of like shit that's going on. You know what I mean?
And there's also
So
the
it's,
thing
it's a
that
very hard thing to just up and start controlling or like making like like coming to an end.
there's also this at play. We don't even have our own shit together as a country.
Yeah.
Oh, not even.
So
We're
so we want to.
so far from having.
We've already tried to save the Middle
Miles.
East, and we've seen how that played out.
Mm-hmm.
not
It-
great.
It's a shit show. So
Yeah, but now we're stuck in a thing where America needs China, right? Prices,
we think
Money.
we need China.
taxes. Yeah, think about it. Manufacturing's cheap as fuck. All that shit, right?
Mhm.
If we get rid of China, that will spark war, I think. And then, second of all,
Well, define get rid of China. Like,
Yeah,
get
that's
rid
a-
of China
what do you
as
mean
a big
cut- What do you
statement.
mean get rid of a nation of
cut
over
ties.
1 billion people?
cut ties.
We kind of already have cut ties, relatively speaking, except in terms of business. I mean,
Business.
like,
Yeah.
diplomatically, like we've been fucking fighting
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
past.
We're speaking
Or
in
Yeah, but I'm
terms of
saying
business,
business.
though,
That's the
Okay.
last thing
because
that's
that's
tied
a
at this
big
point.
thing.
You just mean
Just
in
business.
general, like
In general,
Okay, I
yeah,
gotcha.
like why can't we move to Taiwan? Why can't we move to like, another manufacturing source? country, you know?
I mean, we do a lot from Mexico. We do a lot from,
Yeah.
like you said, Taiwan. We're doing an
but-
increasingly growing amount from India. I genuinely think if we had to say "fuck you" to China, like for
India
whatever
would probably
reason,
be
it would be
go-to.
India.
Yeah.
Everything would say "Made in India" on it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we don't know how it can play out, but so far,
Not well. It would be
Yeah,
really
but-
bad.
it would be really bad, but at the same time, it's also really bad right now, in my opinion.
But it could be way
It
worse.
could
Is
be
my
way
point.
worse.
Like this is realistically in the terms of like how bad things could be. This is not great.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Like Iraq under Saddam was terrible. It was bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was really bad.
But under ISIS, it's way worse.
Way worse.
Way
Yeah.
worse.
No, I get that, dude. And I don't know. I feel like with the whole Uyghur Muslim thing,
Is it Uyghur or Uyghur?
Uyghur.
Uyghur?
I think, yeah, Uyghur.
Is it Uyghur or Uyghur?
I think Kai said it was Uyghur, so
Okay.
I would assume so.
I don't want to be saying it
I
wrong.
think I remember, if I remember correctly, I think it's Uyghur.
Yeah.
You're right. Like, I feel like it'll catch on, right? Where we will give a shit eventually. But right now, I feel like everyone's just so lost in everything that's happening, you know, country by country.
Mhm.
You can't forget that people live daily lives in different places with different influences. So it's just like they're probably in a rut themselves.
Dude, the whole
But I feel like individuals in general are trying to spread awareness. That's the way I see it. you
Yeah.
know. Every day I see something about it. You know what I mean? But eventually things will catch on. Yeah.
And then who knows from there?
yeah, who knows from there? You
It's
can
all
never tell.
unpredictable.
Mm-hmm. Very, very, very true.
Yeah.
But yeah, that gets me to. I'm gonna switch off the topic a little bit.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Go. Can
But,
we try to lighten the mood a little
yeah,
bit?
Yeah, of course. So, I was thinking about creativity, and creativity got me to think about movies and music.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, there has been so many different styles and genres and different sounds and visuals that we've seen and different tactics and techniques, right? Now, do you ever think that'll come to an end? Like a fresh idea.
Creativity?
Yeah, I feel like there will come a time where a fresh idea is no longer a fresh idea. Like everything has been done already.
Well, there's the idea of idea sex.
Mhm.
So a new idea is essentially
Let
a
him.
combination
I'm curious. Okay.
two old ideas.
Okay.
And I mean, based off of that, I don't think there's any limit to creativity, if that's
But
what you're
then,
asking.
but then most people would. I feel like a lot of people would look at that and just say, "Oh, he just did that and that."
Yeah. Like for example.
But it's twisted in a different way that they've never thought about.
Remember that? Okay, I'm gonna bring this up because it's really fucking funny. But like for example, there's this new rapper that's supposed to be up and coming, right?
Who is it?
I forgot his name, but he sings Florida Trap.
How can
You
you
know what I'm
forget
talking
his
about?
name?
He came
Hold
up
up.
with that.
Can you pass me my
Son of a bitch! I completely forgot. Dude.
Wait,
It's
Florida
because
Trap?
I really don't care about it. But he's one of those people that's trying to like freshen up the industry with something new,
Hold up.
and it's the
Oh, is it the guy with the ridiculous voice?
the squeaking.
Oh, the
my
645
God.
AR guy.
Yeah, dude.
645
Oh my
AR.
God.
Oh my god, bro! The guy that goes like it's like a hard ass beat, you know.
We're not gonna play that
And all
because
of a
of
sudden he goes-
copyright, but
and you're like, how is this real? And then you watch his Genius interview. He's like, you know, man, this is just my style. You know, I feel a lot of emotion in my words and all that. I'm like, what the hell? You can't even. Maybe if I heard the words, I could, but like, I can't hear shit.
Yeah, when I watched one of his Genius videos, and I was like, they
You were just
literally
surprised.
they just opened up with the lyrics, and I was like, wait, these were lyrics?
Yeah,
this is real.
Literally, it's like you turn your head like this while watching the interview, and you go, "Humanity at its finest." You know, like
You're like, what am I watching?
what is humanity these days, bro? I don't know, but man, whatever, let him be. But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no,
now,
no disrespect.
that's
We're
considered
just
a
like-
fresh idea, even though it's not really successful. It's like we just kind of force it to be successful now because it's fresh.
Well, okay. Here's another perspective.
How the fuck was he on billboards, bro?
Forget about him specifically. Let's go back to
He
the
was on
idea of
Billboard?
I
creativity.
believe so, bro. But he's like number 30.
Well, that makes sense because like one of his songs was like huge in like meme culture.
That's
You
another
can,
thing.
I
Meme
think you can
culture's
play like
huge.
15 seconds of it. Here, I'll just play a
Just
little bit
reduce
of
it
it.
Play
down to
5 seconds of
Reduce
it.
reduce it down to 10 seconds, but yeah.
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely
Is this the
ridiculous.
one?
It's called Ford a Trap.
No, not that one. Hold up. Where is it? Yep, this is the one.
Yeah.
Just skip
All
the
right.
lyrics.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Yoga by 645 R. AR. Huh?
Just a few seconds.
You're allowed to play like, I think it's either
11
10
seconds or something.
Is it 11? I thought it was
Just
15.
cut it at
I don't
5.
know.
Well, I'm
They
only
get the
playing it for
point.
like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So like, this is what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, cut it.
Already done. To be fair,
Yeah,
in his
no.
defense, probably has never been done before.
It is creative. It is creative.
Yeah, you got to
Hey,
give
you
him
mean-
that because
It's just not what you like.
the beat's kind of fire
I
though.
don't think
Loki.
it's any, yeah, the beat's fire.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
Chocolate-covered cockroaches are creative, but you don't like them.
you know what? I'll give him this. That is talent. Because I tried just doing it just now.
That is
I
talent.
can't do it, dude.
Well,
Like,
dude,
dude, I'm like, fucking,
I feel like his voice doesn't sound like that, right? It has
No-
to be pitch
no.
shifted.
no, his voice sounds just like ours, like normal.
Yeah, but what does he sound like when he raps?
It's not pitch shifted, dude. He did it in the interview. And I was like, what?
Are you shitting
I
me?
swear.
That's impressive.
You're kidding.
Yeah, that is impressive. So
I need to watch a video of
Yeah,
that.
watch it.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah. And everyone else watch it because that shit is just like, all right, as stupid as it is, it's genuinely shocking that he can do that with his voice. But
And by the way, Zayd, covering something with chocolate isn't creative.
Yeah.
It's lazy.
oh,
Because chocolate tastes good on fucking everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Except
Can make
like
an argument for
except
that.
like sour cream.
Yeah.
Oh,
What the fuck would you say that? There's sour cream.
who knows?
Who knows? Wait,
Who
wait.
knows?
The man has a point.
What kind of flavors have you tasted?
Put an ice cream sandwich in hummus one time.
Oh
you
my
fucking
god, that's a
serious?
sin.
Wait. What kind of hummus?
Homemade.
Okay,
Okay.
there
All
you
right.
go.
Which is the
Actual-
best?
Actual garbanzos. There we go.
So no,
That is, who knows?
there's like no added flavor though, so it's not like a roasted red pepper. No. Okay. Just the OG,
The
All right.
OG shit.
unadulterated.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
No, I believe you.
But that's
It
the
sounds
point. You gotta
horrible.
experiment. You have to try some things.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take a risk.
You're right. You're right.
But here's another perspective for the creativity
Sure.
side of it. Think about from the dawn of human history up to this point.
Mhm.
How many thousands of years that is?
Mhm.
Okay, we have never run out of anything creative. Now, just think back 1,000+ years from this point.
Mhm.
I don't think there's any limit on creativity whatsoever.
I think there's a limit of creativity of what people would enjoy. I think there's a relative spectrum, like to a point where it ends.
I'm going to take an unpopular opinion and agree with Zayd.
Theoretically, I agree with him. Realistically, I disagree
Yeah,
with
but
him.
Dude, people enjoy
I don't-
all sorts of shit.
I don't
understand.
think you guys understand the depth of my question.
No, I understand the depth of
Yeah,
your
you
point.
understand.
That's
the
why.
depth.
That's why I'm like
you
more
were-
on
that's
your
why-
side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you
Can
mean?
I give an analogy?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
So like Zayd was saying, the idea sex or creativity sex,
Uh-huh.
combining of two ideas. Sure, the combination of two ideas might be a shitty idea,
Mhm.
right? But sometimes that shitty idea breeds another idea that's better. So in terms of an analogy, think of it like a brick wall,
Okay.
right? Brick wall has two bricks and then a brick on top that's intersected,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not just stacked bricks; they
Yeah.
all overlap.
Yeah.
Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
it's a specific pattern.
So 2 bricks, and then you have one that overlaps. Think of that. That's like the idea that comes from the 2-1.
We really should have had him mic'd up,
That
or at
makes
least had a
sense.
mic next to you for
Yeah.
like safety.
No, I got
you know?
it. I got the on camera mic.
Oh, you do?
Mhm.
All right. Okay.
We're good.
Don't worry about it. That's why I said
Anyway,
it.
so even though the brick above it might be a shittier brick than the one 2 below it, you still need that bottom 2 rows to get the 3rd layer, and then the 4th layer, and then the 5th, and 6th, and 7th. And so complexity is where you get more ideas.
Mm.
Mm.
So even if the idea-
But does complexity mean
two shitty
good?
ideas doesn't matter, because in that brick wall you're gonna have shitty bricks, but at the very top, right, you'll ultimately get to a better idea.
We're not speaking of good or bad. It's just it's creative, and a lot of people
Yes,
are
it's
going to
creative.
resonate with whatever
But
is
for
creative.
example, here's a good example. I think Travis Scott. Travis Scott he had a new sound, right? And we all fell in love with it because it was hard, and it was poppy. The lyrics were sick.
Yeah.
The voice was dope. It was in your face, very reverby, atmospheric, that kind of
Mhm.
shit. But at the same time, it was hard as hell.
Yeah.
Now think about if you dissect his music, he takes something from every other genre. If you really think about it,
Mm.
and
know-
he made it his own. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying go back even deeper. And can you actually create something of your own? It's a very harsh thought because it leaves a blank space in your mind because you just don't know what that is.
It's difficult, but I think you can.
You can, and I think it happens on accident, to be honest.
Probably a lot of times, yeah.
Because if I was gonna make something new, and I was like, yeah, I want to make something that no one's ever heard of, right? I'm just gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna take little particles of EDM, mix it in with blues, and then add a little jazz on top of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then just make it atmospheric, and then add some autotune. What's that gonna create? I don't know yet because I haven't done it.
That
But when I
damn
do it,
near sounds like electro swing.
there you go. That's what created electro swing, for example, right?
Well, they just took swing music, which is jazz, and then
Yeah,
they put
jazz
EDM
and-
or
and
house on
old,
top
like,
of it.
Old stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. It's very hard to picture something completely new. Like, for example,
That people would enjoy.
imagine
though,
being
is
in the
what-
40s and then you wake up in the 80s, and all of a sudden you hear, and I ran so far. People are gonna be like, what the, you know?
For the
What is
first
this?
thing would be
Yeah.
the first noise they hear.
Yeah.
The first noise from that song, if you listen to the full version, not the radio
Mm-hmm.
edit, there's like a long reeling kind of like intertwining twisty synthy sound.
Yeah.
To hear that, they'd be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. It's
That would be the weirdest noise
Yeah, just
you have
introduce
ever heard.
introduce
It's not
synthwave to
you
the
would have heard it
Mayans.
nowhere in the
Electric chords
40s,
and-
right? So
It's digital.
yeah, they didn't really. They had synthesizers, kinda, not really, but nothing like that. That was nuts. That would have been space age technology for the 40s.
Yeah.
Having a synth like that.
Imagine introducing synthwave to the Mayans.
Oh my
Or
god.
some ancient people like that.
I don't think they would be able to comprehend it.
Yeah.
I think they would understand that there's a rhythm
Yeah.
and like a groove, but like I think the way that they view music is so radically different.
Yeah.
Don't some
Yeah.
aurora borealis kind of give off some noises too, with like the particles going through the atmosphere? Isn't there
Is
some-
that
I
true?
think I don't think it's something you would hear. I think
No, it's
theoretically
recorded
in the
Imagine aurora
atmosphere it
borealis,
might
you
make
just
a
hear Travis
sound.
Scott playing.
in the atmosphere.
What the fuck?
I think
Dude.
so.
There's some
Different types of waves.
You
bro.
just hear some
There's something
instrumentals.
similar to like a synth wave. Maybe the wind blowing or something like that. Like
Yeah.
you'd be able to comprehend it.
Mm-hmm.
Nature does have an orchestra.
It's just a noise. Like
Yeah, but it's how the noise is made is the important part. Like if you understand the process of how it's made,
you're showing them the end product.
like it can't be replicated in nature though. It's like actually not possible to create that like wow, like in all the twisting and phasing shit. Like it's impossible.
You're right. That's all programmed.
Like I can't think of anything in nature that naturally creates a triangle wave. I can't because I don't think anything
Mhm.
does.
Yeah.
Do you know anything in nature that makes like a buzzing noise that sounds like that? I mean, I'll pull one up for you if you really want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't even know what noise you're referring to.
Pull that up.
Pull it up.
Pull
I
it.
thought that was my job right now.
Oh yeah, Jamie.
To fire this man.
Yeah.
No, this is a triangle wave. Well, this is a sine wave turning into a triangle. And then they're adding different harmonics on top of it.
A part
That's
of
a
me feels
triangle
like that's
wave.
possible. I don't know why.
You would not hear that noise anywhere in nature
Yeah. That's true. It's
because you
something
need
man-made.
you need a generator to create that sound.
Yeah. It sounds like you're in
consistent sound.
in an electricity cord, visually.
Mm.
But yeah, we've definitely given them something to think about. For
No,
sure.
you actually made me think. I'm like, wait, what if electricity could make that, but it doesn't? The hum that it makes, so like, you just don't have perfect waves like that in nature. It's impossible.
Actually, there's a test you could do at home. If you perfect test actually, go to your internet router, and wait till everyone's asleep at night, and go to the back where the fan is. And if you just put your ear to it, you can literally hear a vibrating buzz, like a.
Yeah, because it's well, isn't it
Goes out.
rotating on a consistent basis? Are you talking about the fan, or do you just mean
No,
the
not the fan. Electricity.
running through the circuitry?
It almost sounds like music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Like a capacitor or that's
Yeah.
some sort of electronic components doing that.
Yeah, but that's not nature.
That's not nature.
The
Yeah.
closest thing you could get to a perfect wave in nature, ironically, is a earthquake.
You're right.
That's probably the closest you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Which we just experienced actually a couple
Yeah.
days ago.
Is an earthquake.
What?
Like a perfect like sine wave.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Earthquakes aren't sine waves.
Bro,
essentially, in theory, they are.
if you really, really, really pay attention to the sound,
Like if there's a big ass earthquake, you can actually see like a wave traveling across the ground.
Oh yeah, you've seen the
Yeah.
have you seen the video of the bridge or one of the bridges that from one of the big earthquakes?
Oh, not even.
It's frequency. That's
No, not it swinging. I mean, like I'll pull up a video for you afterwards, but you can literally see the Earth move like a big wave, one after another. Like it is a sine
Oh,
wave.
That's trippy.
yeah,
Going
that's
across
that's
the
a huge
planet.
magnitude, but
It's enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's huge to be able to see it like that.
you won't
but-
see it with a 4.0. But
Dude, I nearly shit my pants when that 4.9 happened
Oh,
a couple
really?
nights ago.
bro, I don't
You
know why
didn't feel
people
it? It was at like 11:30 at night.
Dang, dude. You must
Where
have
were
been
you? Like
driving.
Oh, that's why.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you didn't feel it.
Is that the best place to be? Well, not on the road. No, not in the road. But I mean, like, what in a car theoretically? What's the safest place to be?
I heard it was a car.
Open like a field.
Field.
Yeah, that would make
I
sense.
don't think a car would be a safe spot.
A car in a field.
Yeah, a car in a field. Yeah.
What about that? What about-
Once the earth cracks open
Yeah.
and you're in a car.
Every
well, you're in a field. What does it fucking matter?
yeah.
Well, no. A car is the safest spot for a lightning strike.
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay.
Is that for all cars, or does it depend on the manufacturer or how they build it?
Rubber tires are isolated from the ground.
Okay, good point.
Oh,
Good
okay.
point.
Mm.
Well, I think we've given our audience something to think about, and with that, we shall close off episode number 52.
So soon.
52.
52.
Nice try.
All right, guys, you know where to find us: Anchor FM, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Please leave a review, 5 stars. You know what to do. And yeah, you can catch us on YouTube now. Subscribe, like, and comment for more content. Let us know how we're doing. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. As usual, we will catch you next time. Peace.